With the next parliamentary term about to begin after the June 7 general election, the terms of the ruling Justice and Development Party, AK Party, are marked by voters' disillusionment with the partial fulfillment of promises made by the party before coming to power, according to data gathered from state sources. The Association for Dialogue for a Common Future, OGDD, has launched a website, http://www.dogarulukpae.com/hookumeter, which features a compilation of data from state sources judging the AK Party's successes in fulfilling pledges it made in 2011. With the third term of AK Party rule coming to an end, the party seems to have failed to live up to most of its promises it made in the field of economy, social services, and other areas which concern the overall quality of life in Turkey. The first of the macroeconomic goals set by the AK Party, such as increasing the gross domestic product, GDP, to $1.07 trillion, raising the GDP per capita to $14,046 or expanding export volume to $201.2 billion, were not attained. Currently, Turkey's GDP stands around at $800 million and the GDP per capita hovers around $10,500, according to the Turkish Statistics Institute, TurkStat, figures. Turkey's annual export volume is $151.7 billion as of May, according to data of the Turkish Exporters Union, TM. Exports also plunged in May, slipping to $10.8 billion, while automotive exports receded by a 27.4% margin due to major strikes that took place at several large automotive factories, resulting in temporary halts in production. Meanwhile, the lira weakened against the dollar on Monday amid investor concern that the June 7 general election will produce political instability and possibly a coalition government. The lira fell 0.73% against the greenback at 2.6836 at 11:51 a.m., bringing losses this year to 13%, one of the weakest performances among major emerging market currencies. Markets were concerned after Turkish authorities took over Bank Asia last Friday, as the Islamic lender remains caught up in a feud between President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and US-based Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen. Infrastructural capacity remains low compared to targets set by AK Party. The AK Party also failed to fully realize its goals of expanding infrastructure across the country. For example, projects like extending the length of the divided roads to 26,000 kilometers, building 750 kilometers of new highways, using hot bituminous mixture asphalt in the construction of 18,000 kilometers of road, remain incomplete. The AK Party also pledged to construct a 1,300-kilometer-long conventional railway line. The railway lines were only extended 158 kilometers in 2014, a far cry from the stated goal. None of the targets have been achieved. Currently the length of divided roads is less than 22,000 kilometers and the highways were only extended by 8 kilometers, according to the 2013 figures of the Highways General Directorate. Transportation, Maritime Affairs, and Communications Minister Lutfi Elvan also admitted in November 2014 that nearly 80% of the divided highways in Turkey that have been opened since 2003 during the AK Party rule were built using a kind of asphalt that will wear out within 2 to 3 years. Only 22% of highways were built with a hot, bituminous asphalt mixture, according to Elvan. The AK Party had also pledged to expand the capacity of freight facilities to handle general and dry cargo to 270 million tons and liquid cargo capacity to 254 million tons. To the dismay of maritime shipping firms, the capacity of the docks has still not expanded to the promised level. A total of a capacity of 100 million tons is needed to expand the docks capacity to the level set by the AK Party, according to 2014 figures of the Directorate General of Merchant Marine. A more ambitious goal, building 2 new cruise ship docks, remains only halfway complete, as only one new dock began to operate in Western Province Canacal with no progress made in the construction of the other. The AK Party has only succeeded in increasing the capacity at marinas from 15,000 yachts in 2011 to 23,000 yachts today. In the area of telecommunications, the number of those having broadband internet connection was supposed to be increased to 15 million, while currently the number of the high-speed internet users is around 8.6 million, according to TurkStat. Infancy and pregnancy-related deaths still high. The AK party has succeeded in increasing the number of doctors to 130,000 and the overall number of employees working in the health sector to 715,000. On the other hand, the frequency of pregnancy-related deaths is as high as it had been in 2011 and infant mortality has even seen a rise, according to TurkStat figures for 2014.